This movie is pure gold. Against all odds. Jeff Bridges, Rachel Ward, and James Wood, and a slew of some other side characters. This movie is pure freaking gold. Against all odds. I've been looking everywhere for this movie. Because I love this Phil Collins song. And I play this song and it's clips of this movie, Against All Odds. And I've been looking and looking for this movie everywhere. You know where I found this movie? I found this movie in my very own house. I actually didn't open to see if it, yeah. I've had this movie in my actual house. I have a bunch of VHS. For those that don't know, my family owned a video store back in the 90s when they had VHS. So I have a slew of VHS that they didn't want, and I used to watch, and I don't know where the hell this came from. I don't know if it came from that or if it came from other VHS that I got. Sometimes I get lots of DVDs, boxes, VHSs for very cheap, and I don't go through them, and they get lost in a garage or a room, and lo and behold, I was going through some tapes and I seen this and I said, holy crap, Against All Odds. The movie I've been looking for has been in my house the whole time. That is insane. All right, so this movie is a very complicated love story. It's got like a little bit of everything. First off, let me say this movie has very low reviews, but this movie is beautiful. The love story on this is very complicated, very strong. The writing on this is great. Cinematography is very well. I did not see this on VHS. Ironically, this movie is on Tubi. So I watched it on Tubi, and it was 2 hours long, so it took me a few days to watch it. I watched about an hour the first day, and I thought it was great. I thought it was a beautiful movie. The love story is very real. I've had similar love stories like this, but I was never a rich person. I'm talking about like the type of woman this woman is. I've dated women like that. Spoiled brats. Spoiled, not rich, but spoiled brats. So, in all honesty, it's a very toxic relationship. James Wood plays this very rich ex-football player. And he's kind of like a rich creep. And I know James Woods, something happened with James Woods. He went cuckoo, or I don't really follow him that much, but I've heard a few things about him that something happened, but I separate the art from the artist. I don't care if he's crazy, he's got some wild opinions. He was phenomenal in this movie. I don't care about his personal beliefs and his political crap. I don't give into it. So Jeff Bridges is the main character in this movie, and this is Jeff Bridges' first movie. What makes this movie so great is that the end credit song is Against All Odds by Phil Collins, and you could watch this movie to the very end, and at the very end you have the actual full Phil Collins Against All Odds songs in the credits. It plays a little bit throughout the movie, teases you a little bit, but you literally hear it at the end of the movie, and it is phenomenal. It is gold. Why this movie got low reviews, I have no idea. I would say this, there is a Jewish person that gets killed in this movie. And from my understanding of Rotten Tomatoes, Rotten Tomatoes is very pro-Jewish. So movies that are anti-Jewish or do anything bad for Jewish people, I noticed that they get very low reviews. I don't know if that's a coincidence or what, but movies that praise them or show you history of Jewish people, like Schindler's List, anything that's like very Jewish, um, like historic, it gets very high reviews. So I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but that's something I do notice. So there's a Jewish guy. He is not the best character. He's kind of slimy. He's a greasy, uh, drug addict Jewish lawyer, and he ends up getting killed. And for that reason, I think it got the low reviews. But it was a phenomenal movie. It takes place in Mexico. Well, it goes from LA to Mexico. It goes I think I think I recognize the beaches are probably in San Diego, like Oceanside Beach. It looks like Oceanside, then it looks like beaches in Malibu, um, beaches all over California, and they go to Hollywood. There's a lot of locations. They go to Tulum, Mexico. They go to the pyramids in Mexico and all that stuff. So there's a lot of beautiful locations in it. Basically, James Woods is dating this girl. This girl's I mean, Jeff Bridges. It's a very complicated movie. Jeff Bridges is a washed out football player, has a bad shoulder. And this girl just happens to be the daughter of the owner of his football teams that he plays for in LA. So he gets cut because of a bum shoulder, and he wants his job back. He has no money. He has a Porsche. Um, so James Woods, I don't know if you can see him right here. He has a gun to this girl's head. And James Woods was dating this girl. Jeff Bridges doesn't know crap, but James Woods like, "Oh, you're out of a job. I got a job for you. Go find this girl from me. She stole $50,000 from me, and bring her back to me." James Wood is crazy about this girl, so he pays Jeff Bridges to go find her, and you can see why that was a bad idea. Turns out she's very slutty, rich girl, right? At first, she's very hard to get, but Jeff Bridges does a great job um, taming the shrew, and she's a spoiled rich kid. She gets all the guys she wants. She dates all the football players. She dates all the athletes, the club people. She's a rich woman. She's a rich kid with a trust fund, and she's spending her trust fund money in Mexico. She's going all around the world and all that stuff, but mostly in Mexico. Um, I guess she's so rich that she wants to go to like these impoverished areas in Mexico that are simple, have no electricity, have no plumbing and stuff like that, to get away from the opulence and stuff like that. And she finds nature and beaches in Mexico very, very, I don't know, like it's just an escape from being super rich. So so Jeff Bridges goes down to Mexico to look for her. He falls in love with her. She falls in love with him. James Woods sends a guy to kill Jeff Bridges, and this girl ends up killing the guy that's trying to kill Jeff Bridges. So now this girl killed a guy, and then this guy um, buries, like, straps him to a cement block and dumps him in a beautiful water, a beautiful lake in Tulum. And they flee to LA, they talk to their rich parents, and then turns out that the lawyer, that Jewish lawyer that was involved with that guy, James Wood had him killed. And so it's a crazy freaking crazy story. It's an insane love story. Drives you crazy, stresses you out because it's it's a very real type of love story where a guy falls in love with a pretty girl, pretty brat. Girl has everything. She's pretty, she's beautiful. She gets all these guys. Why do guys fall in love with those girls? Why don't guys fall in love with a fat ugly girl that that works at McDonald's or something like that? They always want the brat that's attractive and sexy and hot. And he pays the price for it. James Woods and Jeff Bridges pay the price. So the movie is gold just for the Phil Collins song Against All Odds. Just look up the song. It's one of the greatest songs ever written. It basically explains the movie because I'm going to spoil the ending. Something happens where the rich people talk to lawyers and congressmen, and they get that murder off of her because it was in Mexico, and they get him clean and give him some money, but they have to separate and they can't be together. They have to love each other from a distance, and that's basically the end of the movie is that against all odds, I guess, they were never gonna be able to be together. So it's an insane movie. Very underrated. I am glad I got to see it. I loved it. I love the song. I listen to the song weekly. So it's a great song. Phil Collins. So watching this movie, you have the actual song. So find this movie or the DVD. You get to listen to the song, and it's a great movie. Definitely recommend you watch it. Let me see. If I was going to rate it, I would rate it like a 8 out of 10. It's that good. So I would say solid, probably B to A tier. Probably a very, very, very high B tier. Almost an A tier. Or maybe it's possible that this is an A tier. It was very good, very well acted, very well written, beautiful cinematography. Not as great cinematography as Legends of the Fall or like newer movies like that, but cinematography was pretty damn good. Definitely recommended. Jeff Bridges is a monster in this. He is pure man, like pure alpha in this damn movie. And well, not completely, because he does simp a little bit, but two alphas, James Wood and Jeff Bridges. It's a beautiful, amazing movie. Definitely recommend you watch it. You can watch it for free on Tubi.